Former MLA of 𝐍𝐞𝐈 Assembly Constituency, 𝐂𝐲𝐵 urges government to demarcate district boundaries, says Manipur has become a lawless state. A combined team of security force seized arms and ammunition from Sinam village. Around 100 houses searched. And Asian Games Wushu silver medalist Narim Roshibina felicitated at her locality. Roshibina appeals to the government to restore peace and normalcy in the state at the earliest. Hello Jerry, this is Northeast Window and you're watching English News with me, Jessie Thiam. Now the news in detail. Former MLA of 𝐍𝐞𝐈 Assembly Constituency, 𝐂𝐲𝐵 has appealed to the government to carry out proper demarcations of all districts in Manipur. Addressing media persons at his residence in Phayeng today, the former MLA further claimed that Manipur has become a lawless state. He alleged that the BJP government provides just lip service and no actions. What actions have been taken so far against the Kuki terrorists who have been arrested by CBI for the brutal murder of 2 innocent Meitei students? The former MLA asked. 𝐂𝐲𝐵 appealed to the relevant authority to hand over the mortal remains of 2 Meitei students to perform last rites. All water supplies have ceased to work in 𝐍𝐞𝐈 Assembly Constituency since the crisis began. He appealed to the government to look into the matter at the earliest. Speaking at the press meet, village head of Phayeng, 𝐂𝐲𝐸 said, people of Phayeng since time immemorial used to venture out to hills, hunting and performing other activities. The hills at Phayeng has been guarded by the villagers till date. 𝐸 said people of Phayeng oppose the move to convert the hills into a reserved forest area, adding that there are spiritual connections in the hills.
와부시 못했다 뭐 해는 와리버디 안강하니 아주 사태니 아토피그러기 어떤가 에나이나 뭐 있도록 하래 할 따래 그리고 따라버디 하리버 미오이싱 아두디 뭐코이나 핫크바 안강하니 두기 랑랄렌진 그라이드 레게 하고 이도 피더기 마름 거리기노 우리 파와 아시바 학상 패밀리다 비비다 바하이세 아메 헬라 바우다 이몽두 그라마이나 레는 거니.
A joint team of security forces conducted an operation at Sinam village under Imphal East district, in which huge arms and ammunition have been seized. Around 100 houses were searched in the operation. 1 AK rifle, 2 carbines, 1 LMG magazine, 5 bulletproof jackets, 5 khaki shirts, 1 khaki trouser, 20 live rounds of 5.56mm were seized during the operation. Although locals tried to storm into the security forces in the operation, no untoward incidents were reported. The seized items have been handed over to Sagolmang police station. People of 𝐶𝐲𝐈 organized a reception ceremony yesterday for Narim Roshibina of 𝐶𝐲𝐈 Mayai Laikai, Bishnupur district, who won a silver medal in the Wushu category at the recently concluded Asian Games held in Hangzhou, China. Roshibina has brought laurels to the state of Manipur in the past by securing medals in national and international level competitions. The reception program held at 𝐶𝐲𝐈 Mayai Laikai Community Hall was also attended by Pradhan of Khoijuman 𝐶𝐲𝐈 Ahanbi, Director of Youth Affairs and Sports T. Pulan Meitei, ZP member of Nacho Zilla Parisat T.H. Dilip, Senior Finance Officer of Yas and Pari Thoiren, Squadron Leader Maitram Santikumar, Advisor of Amuko Mani Kuman, President of UCM Joy Chandra Konthausam, President of IPSA Taurangbam Birgit, President of KNYC Bikram, Publicity Secretary of Amuko L. Krishna Chandra, and ward members are the attendees of the program. Attendees at the program held the performance of Rashibina and demanded the state government to offer her a suitable government job. Speaking to media, Rashibina gave all the credit of her success to her trainer, Prem Kumar. Celebrations of her Asian Games achievement has been hindered by the current turmoil in Manipur, and Rashibina appealed to the government to restore peace and normalcy in the state at the earliest. She also added that she will continue to work harder to bring more laurels to the state.
Hagatpa phongdoksari sumaina aina halakbada mayamna harau rau receive tawbiba amadi media mayamna aibu sumaina okpi base athugi mati haningai litana hagatsari hena manipur pumban nungaina celebrate tawminaga basi manipur gi narco terrorism maram moiraga ma ibe na lisingam singda dedicate tawsaningi.
Works and Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Govindas Konthaujam has categorically stated that it will be wrong to assume that Meiteis are weak just because the Meiteis has shown sympathy all the while. He was speaking at a discussion held at his residence in Ningthokong regarding the development works carried out by the state government. The minister mentioned about the changes in Manipur in past few years, an increase in illegal immigrants from Myanmar. Govindas recalled the 7 years devastation period to describe the might of Meiteis. Citing this example of Chahi Tarit Kuntakpa, or the 7 years devastation, Minister Govindas said it will be wrong to consider Meiteis weak. No war was ever won by violence. It all ended through dialogues. He appealed to all concerned to come together as one to save the integrity of Manipur.
War on drugs India gamena hogre Punjab ta drone tawra Pakistan dagi drug mayam thadara pugi pau ai silinau sing 𝐒𝐈𝐋𝐿 sing loi phang mani hujiti makoi mayam saksila pai ba se akoi tungi next generation ai gi sai su sing sigi pot mun mani akoi da aduna koi sang lak ba yate moi si adagi chelakpa refugee oina makoi si treat tau se ba minung si lai baduna akoi gi asul banai na uragadi madu lauri ba kambu do aram ba oi gani asi aina thamjani akoi asul ba kambu di nate awana yai na le naga moro thara hat pa ya ba mate punam ka hat ka matung ba boda sahi tare ki matung da min tamba hanjiran ba adugum mate furup ne ba.
Members of Heropa 2 Development Committee Mera Paibilup condoled the demise of Ima Longjam Memchobi. People paid floral tributes at the portrait of late Longjam Memchobi in a ceremony held at Herok Bazaar last evening. Also on the occasion, people paid respect to the Meitei warrior who sacrificed their lives fighting Kuki terrorists, and to 2 Meitei students who were brutally murdered by Kuki terrorists. President of Heropa 2 Development Committee Mera Paibilup Moirangthem Gambini Devi said that El Memchobi was a rare daughter of the soil who used to travel to every nook and corner of the state, thereby playing a motivational role to all Mera Paibis of Manipur. Her demise is a huge loss to the state. Gambini appealed to the Chief Minister to put her request into action by restoring peace and normalcy in the state. She also expressed deep anguish at the murder of 2 Meitei students by Kuki terrorists and appealed to the government to hand over their mortal remains to their parents at the earliest. We have plenty of news coming up, but before that, let us take a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. 𝐼𝐸𝐻 staged a sit-in today at the community hall of Ilaso Club in 𝐼𝐸𝐻 Sifai, Bishnupur district. 𝐼𝐸𝐻 President 𝐁𝐫𝐴𝐬 demanded the authority to hand over mortal remains of 2 Meitei students who were mercilessly killed by Kuki terrorists at the earliest. Assistant Secretary L. Lovely appealed to the government to restore peace and normalcy at the earliest. Former Secretary of CPI Manipur State Council Laishram Sotin-Kumar unveiled the newly constructed statue of Lamyan Bahizam Irabot at Nacho Mamang Laikai, Bishnupur district yesterday. Among others, the event was also attended by former Chief Secretary retired IAS O. Nabakishore, Assistant Secretary of CPI Manipur M. Joy Kumar, volunteers of Nesdiar Club, top officials of AMUCO and U-COVID, and volunteers of MPAL. Speaking on the occasion, L. Sotin Kumar mentioned the historical significance of Nacho village near Loktak Lake in Irabot's life. Sotin Kumar said there are thousands of people at relief camps in their own homeland due to the attack by Kuki narco-terrorists.
Rasanpurda leiba Meitei Singh, Mori da leiba Meitei Singh, Kangpokpi district ki area da leiba Meitei kayama, Lanjenaraka relief camp ta, refugee camp ta leiba gi maong da, ekoi isane isagi iramda refugee da leiba suba punsi gi tangkakama. Maramaduna kangaundar ba miyangi punsi se Irabo na ningjaramba, adu manglan, apun ba Manipurama, adu lere su no bi miyangi punsi da ahong awon ba manaba kunayama, warok ba lepam ba tawdang kaya singado, madunga sidi, mapamasida, revolutionary sigi, adu ba mitamama, adu ba katho ba thawna leiba, irisa singna, daita magaloina Nacho sumba Irabot ki station. Masina tikaki, ahong awon ba badi, bagi sakam mana waidagi, maru
𝐍𝐞𝐰 Foundation distributed daily essentials, winter clothes and other necessary items to inmates at the relief camp set up at Kwakta Santong Makhalaikai yesterday. After learning that help rarely reaches at this relief camp, 𝐍𝐞 inspected the camp on 29th of last month and extended help yesterday. 𝐍𝐞 thanked Meiteis residing in and outside Manipur for extending help and appealed to the public to support 𝐍𝐞 in all its future public works. After carrying out a joint inspection by Jiri Development Organization and United Ziri Youth League, it has been found that there were no basic facilities available at the Jiribam District Hospital. Addressing press conference at the office of Jiri Development Organization, advisor of the organization, 𝐂𝐈𝐑𝐿 alleged that the hospital exists only as a refer hospital. Sadananda further blamed the relevant authority for not bringing any changes to the only hospital in the district despite numerous appeals made through the media by students' organizations, civil organizations, and Merapaivis.
That means madu function tawdeba aduga masagi leiriba machine dusu thabak tawde aduga loina amuksu akogi muliba mayam jigi main factor di ngasi anaba ne hipamba phi se hayeng anaba monu hipsan gadraba phi suna bai sta ko bole te jiri bangi hospital da saure hospital de sofidar kya lege mayam ta thigat mine seba aduga lalamba tarum da mi sing do amtang lebang mayam samdana dandi pimina si.
The 2023 Madhya Pradesh Assembly election will be held in a single phase on November 17, followed by voting in Rajasthan on November 23 and in Telangana on November 13. The final round of polls this year will begin with Mizoram voting on November 7. Chhattisgarh is the only state in this round of polls to vote in two phases. The first will coincide with voting in Mizoram and the second with Madhya Pradesh. All results will be declared on December 3. Approximately 16.1 crore people will cast their votes in this round of elections, which are widely seen as semi-finals because they take place just months before the 2024 Lok Sabha election. Pro-Kannada activist Vital Nagaraj has said that the Pro-Kannada organization will block the national highway near Hoskot toll in Bengaluru over the Cauvery water issue. According to Vital Nagaraj, the organization will block the highway tomorrow. Earlier on Thursday, Madhya Police detained members of pro-Kannada organizations protesting over the Cauvery water issue. The governments of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu have been locked in a protracted tussle over the sharing of Cauvery waters. The river is seen as a major source of sustenance for the people in the two states. The Cauvery Water Regulation Committee had ordered Karnataka to ensure the release of 3,000 cusecs of Cauvery water at Bilingundlu starting from September 28 till October 15, 2023. Karnataka had filed a review petition against the order both in the Supreme Court and in CWMA, Cauvery Water Management Authority. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddharamaiah had earlier expressed his disappointment on the recommendation of the Cauvery Water Regulation Committee, which has directed Karnataka to ensure the release of 3,000 cusecs of Cauvery water in Bilingundlu starting from September 28 up to October 15, 2023. Cauvery Water Regulatory Committee ordered the release of 3,000 cusecs of water. I have already spoken to our advocates. They have suggested us to challenge this order in the Supreme Court. We will challenge it in the Supreme Court. We don't have water to release to Tamil Nadu. Several American citizens were killed in the surprise land-sea-air attack on Israel by the Palestinian group Hamas. A U.S. official confirmed yesterday. The official did not provide any further details, such as the exact number of Americans killed or their identities. We can confirm the deaths of several U.S. citizens, a spokesperson for the U.S. National Security Council said, as quoted by news agency AFP. We extend our deepest condolences to the victims and to the families of all those affected. U.S. President Joe Biden ordered the deployment of U.S. ships and warplanes to Israel on Sunday, signaling Washington's unwavering support for its ally in the face of escalating attacks by Hamas. The Pentagon said it was sending the aircraft carrier USS Gerald R. Ford and its accompanying warships to eastern Mediterranean while boosting fighter aircraft squadrons in the region. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, following discussions with President Biden, announced the deployment of forces to bolster regional deterrence efforts. In addition to the USS Gerald R. Ford carrier, the U.S. deployment includes a guided missile cruiser and 4 guided missile destroyers. The United States government will be rapidly providing the Israel Defense Forces with additional equipment and resources, including munitions, Mr. Austin said, as quoted by a news agency. The White House has swiftly reaffirmed U.S. support for Israel after the deadly attack from the Gaza Strip, pledging rock-solid solidarity and calling for restraint from other parties to the conflict, following confirmation that several American citizens were killed. President Biden spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Sunday and pledged additional assistance for the Israeli Defense Forces, which is now on its way to Israel. In what can be termed a fresh provocation amid the Indian-Canada diplomatic row over Niger's killing, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau sparked tension with his social post about the importance of upholding and respecting the rule of law in a post on X, formerly known as Twitter. Trudeau said he held a phone call with UAE President Mohammed bin Zayed and discussed the ongoing crisis with India and the importance of upholding the rule of law. The Canadian Prime Minister added that he also raised the ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict and discussed the need to protect civilian lives. This comes just days after the Canadian Prime Minister held a similar discussion about the diplomatic standoff with his British counterpart Rishi Sunak, who said he hoped to see this de-escalation of the issue as soon as possible. According to a Downing Street statement, the British Indian leader spoke to Trudeau on Friday evening, during which he was updated on the situation relating to Canadian diplomats in India. Both leaders agreed to stay in contact as Sunak reaffirmed the UK position of respect for the rule of law after Canada's allegation of Indian involvement in the killing of a pro-Khalistan wanted terrorist. In recent developments, India, in a firm stand on Canada's allegation regarding Niger's killing, said it has been coordinating with its mission in Ottawa and consulates in other Canadian cities over safety concerns. Alleging that the agents of the Chinese Communist Party were involved in the killing of separatist leader 𝐻𝐸𝐷 in Canada, an independent blogger, Jennifer Zhang, has said that China's purpose was to frame India, creating discord between India and the West. She also alleged that it was a part of the CCP's sinister ignition plan to disrupt the world in line with Xi Jinping's military strategy regarding Taiwan. Jennifer Zhang is a Chinese-born rights activist, journalist who is currently living in the US. In a video posted on the social media platform X, Zhang dubbed the killing of Niger as an assassination, claiming, "Today, shocking revelations about the assassination of Sikh religious leader Hardeep Singh Nijjar in Canada have emerged from within the CCP. It is alleged that the assassination was carried out by CCP agents. On 18 June 2023, Hardeep Nijjar, a designated terrorist in India, was shot and killed in the parking lot of the Guru Nanak Sikh Gurudwara in Surrey, British Columbia." Uyghurs residing in Turkey have taken a stand against China's human rights abuses in Xinjiang province, with a new Amnesty International report corroborating these abuses as crimes against humanity, reported the Daily Asian Age. The East Turkestan government in exile has issued an urgent plea to the 78th UN General Assembly and its member states, calling for immediate and decisive action to stop China's ongoing genocide against Uyghurs, Kazakhs, Kyrgyz, and other Turkic peoples. Ghulam Yakma, president of the East Turkestan government in exile, emphasized China's ongoing genocide in East Turkestan is arguably the most pressing humanitarian crisis of our time. The international community's deafening silence and inaction betray not only on the Uyghurs but also our shared human conscience, according to the daily Asian Edge. Since 2014, China's ongoing genocide and crimes against humanity in East Turkestan have included the mass internment of over 3 million Uyghurs and other Turkic peoples in a network of concentration camps, prisons, and slave labor camps. And before we end, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Former MLA of 𝐶𝐘𝐼 Assembly constituency, 𝐂𝐲𝐵𝐸𝐻 urges government to demarcate district boundaries, says Manipur has become a lawless state. A combined team of security force seized arms and ammunition from Sinam village. Around 100 houses searched. And Asian Games Wushu silver medalist Narem Roshibina felicitated at her locality. Roshibina appeals to the government to restore peace and normalcy in the state at the earliest.